Well, this is for you. Such a disappointment.
Why is that place so important to you?
Are you joking? Odysseus lived there, ruled there. He ended the Trojan War, eluded Scylla and Charybdis. He had everything. Loyalty, love, fighting spirit.
He had the attention of the gods, too. That caused him a lot of trouble.
And it made him a legend.
You look cute right now. As if nothing can get in your way.
I don't usually like being called cute.
There are a few other ones I can think of that would suit you.
I can't wait to hear them.
How about beautiful? That works even better. The other ones will come later.
I hope later comes soon.
So what do you think?
I think I was in a much poorer mood before now. There's just so much I desire. To be as great as Odysseus. Where do I even begin?
Odysseus didn't want to go to war. And once it was over, it took him 10 years to get home. He wasted years of his life. All because the gods interfered. Stay home. Spend time with your family. Live your own life.
But who will remember my story then?
Would you rather be remembered or happy?
I'll have to give that some thought. Thank you. Kassandra, I haven't seen you since you took me to the ruins of Odysseus.
Odessa, you remember?
Of course I do. You told me to stay home with my family.
Seems like you're doing that.
Not by choice. You asked if I wanted to be remembered or to be happy. Well, taking care of my sick father does not make me happy.
I've seen a lot of people. But you're one of the most beautiful I've ever met.
Is that so? You're a welcome distraction from my problems.
I've been told I'm great at being a distraction. I'm sure you have a bed inside we could use.
You get straight to the point, don't you?
I'll show you how to the point I can get.
I'm sure you will.
So how about it?
You know, I'd love to, but I have a couple of things I need to pick up for my father first. If you helped me, then we could maybe continue our conversation.
Don't worry, I'm here to help. What do you need?
A few herbs from the Valley of King Lelech nearby. Also need a mixture from the market to combine with the herbs. There's a merchant there holding on to it for me.
Is your father really so sick you can't get them yourself?
I'm his only child. I'd rather be close by, in case he gets worse.
Do you know what's wrong with him?
No, only that he's not getting better. The mixture and herbs I need may help with the pain at least.
If he dies, all his land will be yours, right?
Yes, but I'd sell it anyway. What better reason to leave everything behind and truly begin my quest, like Odysseus?
What's your connection to Odysseus?
I'm a descendant of his. I'm named after him too.
Stay by your father. I'll be back with the herbs and the mixture.
Are the herbs and mixture okay? You did get them, didn't you?
That's what you're worried about? We were just attacked.
Surely you should be used to that by now. Random bandits litter these lands. What did that letter you were reading say?
That they were after you and only you, not me.
I can't believe it.
Looks like it deals with your father's estate. They probably want you and him both gone, so they can take it.
I could have died, without making a name for myself. I'd never be worth anything at all.
I won't let anyone hurt that face.
No pain, no glory.
How about you take me inside and show me a little pain?
Oh, how I would love to do so, but this news... Someone aims to kill me. How could we possibly ignore such a thing for pleasure?
Then where does that leave us?
With a task at hand, clearly. Think what you must, but I can prove the truth to you. I just need your help.
I'm not surprised. I'll let you know if you can have it.
Are you ready to find the whole truth of what's going on?
Always.
I knew you would. You already believe they're after me, and you're right. I want to have proof in my hand saying why.
The truth always comes out.
It will. And then I can finally follow in the footsteps of Odysseus.
Don't the stories of Odysseus mention how great of a lover he was?
Do they? I must have missed those.
You said you wanted to be like Odysseus. We could do better than that.
We will talk more about us once this is all done. First, the note you found was from the leader of Megaris. There has to be proof of what he's up to.
If there is, it would be at his home.
Then go there.
I'll find the proof you need.
Good. I want this whole thing to be over.
Do you have any idea what I'm looking for?
The leader is the most powerful man in Megaris. I can't accuse him of anything unless I have proof that he's after me.
Let's say I do find the truth you're looking for. What next?
Then I'd tell everyone who would listen. The leader wouldn't dare kill me or my father once everyone knows their plans.
I'll be back with proof, whatever it may be.
You've returned. I hope with good news.
Before we get serious, how about we finally have some fun?
I think I can spare a little bit of time.
I plan on taking a lot longer than that.
I feel so relaxed. Now give me some good news so my mood can stay like this.
You've hired other mercenaries.
Oh, just for odd jobs here and there. There's always something to be done that could use one.
A man you were meant to marry was killed suddenly.
He was probably killed by the same people who want to kill me.
After everything I found, I know what's going on.
And what's that?
You don't deserve any of this. You're only trying to live your life.
Of course I am. I've done nothing wrong. I just want to have a healthy father, and to start my journey.
You can start that, after we have a little fun.
I feel like I'm still recovering from the last time I slept with you.
It was worth a shot.
So that's it then. I guess there's nothing else to do.
It doesn't have to be goodbye. Why not join my crew?
Well, you were always on my side. Plus, getting away from here would be nice.
Great. What about your father?
He's been feeling a lot better, thanks to you.
You aren't worried someone will come after him?
I'll be sure to share the information you found with a few people. They won't touch him so long as we have it.
Then I'm happy to have you aboard.
Thank you for helping Odessa and me. I'm starting to feel much better.
Mistios, well, aren't you a sight to my aged eyes? Young, energetic. Perhaps I should just pay for your body instead of your help.
All things get better with age, don't they? Even you.
The Oracle said that if I'm to live a long and happy life, I need to stay young at heart. But I mustn't lose focus. I need your help more than your magnificent body.
I'm glad to hear it.
Korygos, my husband, is having some difficulties keeping up with my hunger for pleasure.
I imagine any man would.
Oh, I have many lovers, but he's my soulmate. When we're together, it's indescribable.
Then don't describe it.
When we were younger, we would run into the moonlit forest, shed our clothes, and pleasure each other until sunrise. Our howls of ecstasy would echo throughout the valleys.
I hope I'm as feisty as you at your age.
I'm feistier now than I've ever been.
What does this have to do with me?
I've learned of a powerful elixir, which if consumed will give someone the vigor and stamina of Eros. If you can gather me the ingredients, I can make it for my husband.
All right, I'll find the ingredients. If you promise to keep your nocturnal activities to yourself.
I have some drachmi, and Korygos has more. If you can bring me some bear scrotum and a deer tongue, I can make the elixir.
Oh, is that all you need?
Don't worry, I'll reward you well. I'm sure Koragos will be thankful also.
Where can I find a bear near here?
I heard there's a cave near the sanctuary that a large male bear has claimed.
Are there any deer nearby?
This is for keys. There's deer all over the place.
This elixir sounds odd. Where did you learn about it?
Why, the Pythia told me about it. She's so wise solving a problem I didn't even know I'd have.
I'll be back with the ingredients soon.
Mystios, you're back! And not a moment too soon.
I got what you asked for.
Who is this Auxesia?
This is the Mystios who's going to reignite our spark, my love.
Oh no! We've been through this. I can't satisfy you anymore. You're going to kill me with your lust.
Nonsense. I'm going to make you an elixir that will give you the vigor of a man a fraction of your age.
God save me. I cannot do this anymore.
Your husband is tired. Allow me to satisfy your hunger.
I've never been with a mercenary before. Very well. Let's see what you're made of.
Did she have fun?
That should hold her for a few days at least.
Thank you, Mistress. Here, take this as payment. You've more than earned it.
Is it a big hurt or a little hurt?
I don't know.
Well, does it hurt like a bear biting you? Or a mouse?
Like 3 mouses. No, like 4.
Ah, so a puppy bite-sized hurt. Got it.
Will the hurt go away?
Tell you what, you have to scare it away. If you roar like a lion, it'll run.
Grr!
Good job. Now run along home.
You must be a physician.
Yes, I'm Lykaon. You must be a Mystios. Are you here for treatment?
That depends. Will I have to roar for you too?
Sometimes the best medicine I can give my patients is a dose of hope. I take it you're not in need of care.
I'm healthy as a horse.
You look strong and prepared for anything. My patients need mandrake herbs. There's a patch of them growing by a little stream southeast of here.
Are you too busy to pick them?
Too chewy. A pack of wolves is resting near the stream. I'll pay you generously for your trouble.
You know how to talk to Mystios. Is that all you want? The mandrake herbs?
For now. Bring them back to me, and I'll package them for my patients. Then we'll see.
I'll bring you the herbs. You said they were southeast of here.
Yes, by a little stream northeast of Kyra. The flowers haven't bloomed yet, but the leaves are a distinctive gray-green. Thank you.
Praxithea was kidnapped and brought to a farm west of here. The bandits were hired to deliver her alive.
Thank you for figuring that out, Kassandra.
I'm no fool, Lykaon. Your sister put Praxithea in great danger, and you've been asking me about killing. Do you want me to end her life?
No. It has to be me. I need to kill her.
She's your grandmother, and you're no killer. You should give this more thought.
She's my responsibility. I don't want her to suffer. That's why I asked you for mandrake. It's a painkiller. But for now, will you go to the farm to stop those bandits? I don't think I can take them all on myself.
Let's go find Praxithea.
Thanks, Kassandra. You said the farm was to the west. I'll meet you there.
Thank you for saving me, dear child.
Don't thank me, voice of Apollo. Or were those someone else's words you spoke?
So you've met my grandson. You're right. I lied to everyone. I am so sorry. The gods should have killed me by now. Instead, they made me live with my remorse.
Why did you spread lies? People trusted you. You were supposed to bring them the word of Apollo.
I didn't plan to, not when I was chosen to be the oracle of Apollo. But I met people there who told me I must speak the words they asked, or else my family would suffer for my disobedience.
Family! Do you remember telling a Spartan family that their younger child must die? A grieving mother, with eyes like mine.
I am so sorry for what you have lost.
Who wanted you kidnapped? These brutes didn't come up with the idea themselves.
Please, don't ask me that. The ones who want to punish me now, the ones who told me what to say, they would bury you alive if I told you about them.
The ones with masks and dark cloaks. The cult of Cosmos.
Do not speak their name.
Did she tell you? Is she the oracle who brought ruin on your family?
I'm sorry for what I've done. I accept my punishment. But please, don't let my grandson kill me. Lykaon's a good man, a healer. This would break him.
No, this is my responsibility. I must be the one to end her.
I've killed enough people to know that violence has no end. Better to move on, and make the best of the lives the gods have given you.
Move on? But you said Praxithea ruined your family.
She can do no more harm. Killing her for revenge won't change what happened. Besides, didn't you tell me something about hope?
Thank you for your mercy. I promise I will do good with what's left of my days.
You're right, Kassandra. I might not be able to forgive my grandmother, not right away. But she can go on with her life, and I with mine.
I think you've made the right decision, Lykaon.
How do you do this? Decide who lives and who dies?
How do you do it, Lykaon? All those lives depending on you, needing your healing and kindness.
I think I need you, Kassandra. Not to kill anybody or find anything. Just to stay with me.
I can't stay forever, but for now, let me take care of you, healer. Fine speech.
Athenians give speeches. Spartans give orders.
If I was under your command, what would you order me to do?
Same thing I order my men. Bruised, bloody, or broken. Never hold back.
Bruised, bloody, or broken. That can be arranged.
My heart beats faster, Misthios. But I sailed here for Kyra. She's the one I fight for. For now.
Well, if you're going to win these islands for her, you'll need more soldiers.
They'd never get here alive. The Athenian navy is too powerful, and our ship is at the bottom of the sea.
Mine isn't.
You'd confront them in open waters? Not sure if you're brave or just mad.
The Odessa and I have faced greater challenges than a few Athenian ships.
You fight like Achilles reborn. But even you couldn't defeat the entire navy.
But if I sink enough ships, the Spartans can get through.
There's something else. A helmet was left on board my ship. It was my brother's.
You wouldn't be talking about this helmet, would you?
You found it. This saved me more times than I can count.
You've been here long enough. How many ships protect Delos?
You'll never sink them all. We just need to punch a hole in their patrols, enough to send them scrambling.
So the helmet from your pater means a lot to you?
It does. He pried it from his pater on the battlefield of Thermopylae.
The sea's a big place. Where did your ship sink, exactly?
somewhere off the northern coast of Mykonos. We could see Miltiades fort as we swam to shore.
The sharks will have full bellies when I'm done. Thaletas? What are you and your men doing out in the open?
The Athenian cowards are too afraid to attack anyone on their sacred lands. We like coming here to taunt them.
Spartans. You're all the same.
I take that as a compliment.
You haven't asked me about the commanders.
I already heard. Their forces are in chaos and their soldiers are defecting. Sparta owes you. I owe you.
Careful. You never know what I'll ask for.
Ha! Try me.
We may die tomorrow. If I could ask for anything, I'd ask for tonight. With you.
Kassandra!
Don't say anything. You have a battle to prepare for, and I have an Athenian army to weaken.
When you're not busy saving these islands, meet me on the beach east of Kinthos ruins. There's something I want to show you. Look for the smoke.
I will.
I was beginning to think you wouldn't come.
Doubting yourself, Spartan?
I was doubting your tracking skills.
I'm surprised you left flowers. It's nice following something other than blood for a change.
I'm not very good with these kind of things. There's flowers all over Delos. I saw them and thought...
Thought what?
Much has happened since we first met on the beach.
You are surrounded by Athenians, drenched in blood.
You fought by my side.
You were irresistible.
When I first laid eyes on Kyra, I knew I never wanted to leave these islands.
And now?
I don't know.
Thaletas, look at me. I know what I want.
Not here. Come. This is where I come to train. I found it after arriving on Delos. Exhausting my body clears my mind.
This place is beautiful, Thaletas. As are you.
You've won my heart, Kassandra. But to claim it, I need to see what you are really made of.
What do you mean?
Fight me.
Huh?
When we first met, you denied being Spartan.
And?
The only way to truly know someone is through combat. Hand to hand, flesh to flesh, bone to bone.
Fine. Just don't get angry when I break that pretty face of yours.
You don't fight like a Spartan. You fight like a god.
You're not so bad yourself.
Are you going to just stand there? Or are you going to finish me off? You amaze me.
How so?
For the first time since I was a boy, I forgot about war.
Glad I could help.
What about you? Are there things you'd like to forget?
There is much of my past I wish I could forget.
I'd love to hear about it.
And I'd love to tell you. But we have a war to fight.
When this war is won, then, we'll drink and share our deep, dark secrets.
I'd like that. Thaletas? What are you doing out here?
Thinking, praying. We should talk. Sparta's that way, just past the crests of the waves. I can almost hear her singing us home.
Us? Thaletas?
Leave your crew. Come with me. Join my side and we can win glory for Sparta together.
I'd love to join you if I could. But you're a Spartan general now, and I have my own destiny.
I know it's crazy, but I came to these islands expecting nothing but death. And then I found you. I know you have your life to live, and I want you to live it. Who knows? Maybe the fates will bring us together again one day.
But not today.
My troops are going to start looking for me soon. I'll see you at the celebration.
There you are. You look happy.
I said goodbye to the past with your help. Now we welcome what the fates will bring.
Kassandra, about what I said at the beach.
Thaletas, please, just forget it.
Relax. I'm glad you two had your fun. You taught him a thing or two.
Kyra and I have decided I'm going to stay here with her and help rebuild what was lost in the rebellion.
You have?
Yes, we have.
Well, I'm glad you two are together and happy. May Artemis and Apollo guide you as you govern your islands.
Kassandra, I'm glad you came.
I'm glad you didn't throw another blade at me.
I know. You came all this way and I was cruel to you.
Well, you weren't the first, and you won't be the last.
Vilians are kind people. At least we were. Before him.
Podarkis.
That man's been hunting me my whole life.
Podarkis and others like him want me and my family dead.
He executed my family when I was very little. I survived on the streets. Was raised by hunters, rogue warriors, and mercenaries like you. They are my family now. And one day, I will fire an arrow into his black heart. One for every Delian family he's destroyed.
Then it's time we turn this predator into prey.
How do we get past his guards?
Soldiers need two things to fight. Swords in their hands and food in their bellies. Take them away and the guards fall.
Scouts reported Podarkis' supplies and weapons were stockpiled in the old ruins on Delos Island.
Haha, in the ruins on Delos. It's not much of a stockpile anymore.
What? Why?
I've already been there.
That's wonderful. And did you make Podarkis feel our sting?
Podarkis' guards will have to fight with their fists and on empty stomachs from now on.
Excellent.
I also found this.
You sneaky Misthios. Athenian wine.
When all this is said and done, I thought we might share some.
You surprise me. And to think I nearly threw my blade through your neck.
No one's perfect. So what will you do once Podarkis is dead and the rebellion is won?
The sad truth is I have no idea. For as long as I can remember, every day has been a struggle. To live, to love. Vengeance has all but consumed me. And what will Kassandra do once this is over?
We have a lot in common. I was hoping when the smoke clears, we could find somewhere quiet.
And what exactly do we have in common?
I know you've struggled to get where you are. You've had to fight and claw for everything you have. I know, because I've done the same.
We're survivors. I'm glad the gods brought you to our shores, Kassandra. Some time alone would be nice. You must have many tales.
It's time we got going. When Podarkis learns of what happened on Delos, he'll want revenge.
And the first to suffer will be the Delians.
Here. The Athenians are weak. Now we strike Podarkis where he'll hurt most.
His kidneys?
It's good to see you, Kyra.
Since you came here, I've actually started to believe we can win this rebellion. So, you were saying we strike?
Guards protect the island's treasury in one location. If we find it and steal it, the soldiers go unpaid, unfed, and unarmed. Podarkis will finally be vulnerable.
Then we can stick our blades in between his ribs, feed his liver to the dogs.
Before we start feeding organs to animals, can you get me to the nation's purse?
Our spies have located it in Miltiades fort. I'll have Praxos gather the troops.
It's best if it's just the two of us. Easier to sneak in and out undetected.
You just want me all to yourself, don't you? Let's get going then. Kassandra, there you are. Good news, I hope.
I have a surprise. The treasury was already looted. By me. I'm surprised the soldiers haven't already ripped Podarkis to pieces.
You've weakened Athens' grip over Delos, exposed Podarkis, and made way for a Spartan alliance. I could kiss you.
I don't see anything holding you back.
You breathed life into me. If only you'd arrived on Delos before Thaletas.
These are dangerous times. I'd hate to meet Hades without having tasted those lips.
Very poetic for someone covered in blood. I like it. Would you even recognize me in the underworld? I wonder.
We should probably move. They're going to come looking for us.
I don't think I've ever really said thank you for coming here. You've given us hope. My people will be well fed, and the gods will have their sacrifice, thanks to you.
You're a great hunter. Why did you actually want me here?
Don't be naive. There's something between us, even though I know I shouldn't act on it.
Because you love Thaletas.
Or at least I thought I did, until you arrived. The hunt clears my mind, to reflect on the words that passed between us.
Is that a good thing?
I know a spot down by the water. It's quiet. We'll be alone. What do you say?
We still have that wine I gave you. Bring it.
No!
So the pirate has one blade at my throat and one at my stomach, and he says, "How do you want to die, Misthios? Fast or slow?"
My gods! What did you do?
He was so focused on me, he never noticed my spear in his leg. He was dead before he knew what happened.
His leg?
A little trick my mother taught me.
Why is it so easy to talk with you?
Wine always helps loosen the tongue.
It does. I want you, Kassandra. Here, now, under the stars.
I've wanted you since I laid eyes on you. Mykonos is definitely my favorite island.
And you're my favorite, Mystios.
Thaletas can't know about this.
I agree. In time, he will. For now, he needs to focus on the rebellion.
So do we.
But first...
For the ferryman.
Go now. Into the river of black night and embrace the boundless gloom. You shall wander, obscure even in the house of Hades, flitting among the shadowy dead.
You shouldn't have to say goodbye alone.
I'm glad I'm not alone. I've wanted to watch him burn for so long. Now that it's happened, I thought I'd feel peace.
And what do you feel?
I used to feel vengeful. Now, empty.
I was in your place once. The vengeance dies. Then the emptiness dies too. Give it time.
Time! I gave my entire life! I want it done. Kronos devours his children, rips them flesh from bone. Zeus had Prometheus torn open by birds for an eternity. Fate is cruel, and the gods are wicked.
Right here, right now, all that matters are the people who have fought for you. They need you now, not the gods.
You're right. They do need me, and I need them. We're rebels with nothing left to rebel against. They need me now more than ever. Thank you.
What will you do next? Mykonos will need to rebuild.
Then that's what we'll do. But not to put it back as it was, not as Father wanted. We'll make this place a new home for our people to be free, to live good lives.
Kyra, he's gone. Your rebels are waiting.
They're celebrating. Let's celebrate with them. Goodbye, Father. Thanks for being with me back there. I needed you.
I wanted to be. You know that.
Oh, did you hear? They're promoting Thaletas to general and sending him back to Sparta in the morning.
That is what he deserves. May he sail safely to his distant shore.
I sent out 2 notes. And who responds? Kassandra, the mighty eagle bearer, and Thaletas, a Spartan. He's gone now. But we're together. Like Artemis and Apollo, like Mykonos and Delos. And the people are celebrating us.
They are. But soon I'll set sail.
Let the fates come when they may. Tonight, Kassandra, we are together. All of us. One family. One rebellion.
Did you get lost? Here, I killed your piggy for you.
You are skilled. Of that there is no doubt.
I have plenty of talents. Of that you can be sure.
Oh, is that so? Well, I look forward to putting them all to the test.
Oh? And what did you have in mind?
Many things. But first, to business. There are beasts that roam this world, but are not fully of it. They've been placed here by the gods as trials, as tests.
These beasts are creatures like any other. The world is full of mysteries, but not everything unexplained is ordained by the gods.
Perhaps before this is over, you will have a different opinion.
What exactly do you want me to do?
I want you to prove your worth in the eyes of Artemis, and hunt these creatures.
I don't need to prove my worth to anyone. Just tell me what's the reward.
With each pelt you return, I will grant you a boon from Artemis. If you are able to slay all the beasts, well, let's say your relationship with the daughters of Artemis will be forever changed.
All right, I'll do it. Now, just how many of these animals are there?
Artemis has laid out 8 trials, and you have already started the journey. Hunt down those that remain.
How will I recognize the creatures?
Oh, you'll know. Bring the pelts to me. I'll await your return with my sisters, the daughters of Artemis. I hope you don't make me wait too long to see your face again. Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you.
Daphne, I didn't think you would be.
The path I set you on is fraught with danger. You could have been killed, or given up.
No danger could have kept me from seeing you again.
Maybe you're getting ahead of yourself. Maybe.
The Hind of Kyrnea's pelt.
I remember being awestruck when I caught a glimpse of her through the trees long ago.
It was an honor to hunt such a noble beast. For all the suffering and death I've seen, when you see something as magnificent as this, words escape me.
Artemis was right to bring you to me. A warrior's heart beats within your chest, yet it is tempered by kindness.
I'll return when I have more pelts.
Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you again.
The pelt from Callisto the bear.
I wish I'd had the chance to see this creature in the wild. It must have been stunning.
It was. But there are other things on this earth far more beautiful.
And wild?
If not, then where would the challenge be in pursuing it?
Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you again.
This boar was far harder to kill than the Caledonian one. But I've yet to meet a pig that can't be skewered.
The gods chose well when they sent you to me.
I follow where the gods lead, and they led me to you.
They have a sense of humor.
How so?
We will talk of the gods and their wishes once the hunt is done.
I'll return when I have more pelts.
Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you.
Daphne, I didn't think you would be.
The path I set you on is fraught with danger. You could have been killed, or given up.
No danger could have kept me from seeing you again.
Maybe you're getting ahead of yourself. Maybe.
The pelt of the Lykaon wolf.
A wolf is not only a vicious predator, but a cunning adversary. Many have fallen before it.
If I fall for something, it won't be a beast, but someone here on Chios.
Don't talk of falling here. Rather think of ascending to new heights.
I'll return when I have more pelts.
Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you again.
The Nemean lion's pelt.
Magnificent. As is its hunter.
Strength is powerless in the face of beauty. Even Heracles fell to its sway.
You slay me as easily with your words as your weapons do these beasts.
You haven't seen anything yet. I'm here. Now, are you going to tell me what's going on?
Sisters, as decreed by our lore, as set down by Artemis herself, the time of my trial has arrived. To that end, I present Kassandra.
By Hades, what's going on here?
It's all right. You have nothing to fear.
Enough with the mysteries. I want the truth.
Every generation, Artemis sends her messengers into the wild. These creatures are a sign to her daughters that a challenger walks the world. One worthy to lead.
Lead? What are you talking about?
Defeat me in mortal combat, and take up the mantle of leader of the daughters of Artemis. Refuse, and you shall be nothing to us, as you were before.
Leader?
Yes. Kill me, and the daughters of Artemis will be your allies. The gods have brought us together for this moment. Whatever your choice, there is no turning back.
Daphne, I can't kill you. I thought we'd become friends.
This is the way of my people. I don't make the rules. I follow the will of the goddess. I cherish our friendship, but Artemis and tradition.
My like is traditions. I will not take the life of someone I respect, I admire,
Would you spit in the eyes of the gods?
From the moment we first met, I felt a kinship. Tell me you don't feel it too.
Why are you doing this? You're killing me!
Daphne!
No! I will not defy Artemis. Though it may break my heart, I pledged myself to her long ago.
But, Daphne...
I will not break my vow. I'm sorry.
But...
Go! And do not return! If we meet again, I will kill you.
Come and I'll take your life!
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet you're so... different.
No one is like Pericles. And he's only slightly more serious than usual, too. Athens is under siege, and he worries for her future. Which is why tonight is a fine time to celebrate what may be our last taste of freedom.
When you walked in, you seemed like you and Socrates were...
How I wish you were right. One day we will have that man in here with us. I promise you that.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the goat.
There's another goat?
Ooh.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Theatera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
I was just starting to miss you. I hope you delivered the, package?
Vardas threatened to kill the others when I told him. I also wasn't expecting the package to be, well, that.
It was a nice surprise, wasn't it? I can make another one for you too, if you'd like.
Another one? You...
It was mine, yes. It looked good, didn't it? I needed to get the Odoros out of the way, and now he will be. I impress myself sometimes.
Whatever you say.
Why don't we let our bodies do the talking? Surely you had thoughts of it as well when you saw the cast of me?
Here? Before the gods?
Let's make an offering.
I'd like to see the gods stop us.
I have a feeling they prefer to watch.
I'd say we gave the gods a good show.
I couldn't agree more. I'd love an encore soup. Ah, that's it in your hand. You brought it. It's different than I remember it looking. And much bigger, too. She's going to miss it.
This was never yours, was it? You had me steal it.
We didn't just steal an Olisphos. We stole a family heirloom and a husband's confidence. Without it, he'll be focused on his wife instead of his business. I think she'll enjoy the change of pace.
So it is sentimental. Just not to you.
The only thing that matters is you retrieved the Olisphos and helped me a great deal.
And what about me?
Now, we wash each other's backs, don't we? There's a reason you never turn me down, after all. How about I show you how these Olisphos can make all the difference?
You know you've made me curious. Let's try it out.
I knew you'd be open to it.
Oh, that was... something.
It's different, but you'll get used to it.
Ah, I hope you're right. Is this proof enough of his death?
Not quite the sort I meant. But as long as he's dead.
My part is done. Go make sure Thespis is at the theater in time for his performance.
You are too tense. Come here and lie a while. We've time to have a little fun. Or is it always business with you?
Is it with you?
So blood does pulse in those veins.
It roars. But what of Thespis?
Thespis is an actor. Half the girls here have been his muse at one time or another.
Now, we need to worry about Thespis and Aristophanes' play.
This play is important to you.
With it, we hope to make change, for the better.
I can see there is more in your eyes, but we are all entitled to our secrets.
It's enough for you to know that I plan to stop men like Commander Rexenor and Cleon.
You're a gift from the goddess herself. And by the fates. She chose well.
You're making me blush, stranger.
And I could do so much more.
I'm not sure about all of that, but you can definitely fight.
I may be a priestess of love, but I also bite. I always bite.
One has to be bold to attack a priestess. You must be important.
I am Diona, a simple acolyte born to serve Aphrodite. These thugs are dogs of the cult of Cosmos, and this has not been the first attempt on my life.
The cult? Tell me all that you know. Now.
Not here. We'll be safer in the city. Escort me?
Let's go. You can tell me everything you know about the cult when we arrive.
I'm safe here. The cult of Cosmos would never strike inside the city.
Good. Tell me more about them.
Right now? At least let me catch my breath. And take a good long look at your beautiful self.
Enough idle chatter. Tell me what you know about the cult.
If you insist. We've always kept tabs on the cult, and lately they've gotten bolder. By the fates, they've driven my sister, the High Priestess, to lock herself in her chambers.
A cult leader must be involved if they're trying to kill such a public figure.
We're not dealing with the usual rats. My sister wants me to secure Kyra from the cult, and sniff out the cultists behind her troubles.
That could work. Your sister sounds smart.
The plan isn't that praiseworthy. I was nearly killed.
Unfortunate, but her plan is still good.
Then help us secure Kyra and root out the enemy. By the fates, you've seen what can happen. I can't do this on my own.
Secure Kyra? I don't work for free.
A mystios indeed. The cult has plans for the Greek world. And with my ways, I know what they will do next and where they plan to do it. I imagine this information would be useful to you. Or if that isn't enough to satisfy you, I will.
Well, it has been a while since I've
communed with the gods. And don't worry. Vrachmi will also be given for your services.
You drive a hard bargain. So what do you need me to do?
Just 3 simple tasks. First, my associate by the harbor needs help. Pay him a visit.
What else?
My sister believes she has leads on a traitor within our ranks. If that's true, she'll need your help. Look for her in the temple. And lastly, poisoned blades are a priestess's weapon of choice. But some bandits sacked our apothecaries and have taken refuge in the Mycenaean ruins.
Well, if it's not the cult, it's Malakis bandits.
Retrieve our poison vials. They will come in handy when fighting against the cult.
Lucky for you, I came across some bandits earlier in the ruins to the south. Is this yours?
By the fates, it is. Thank you, Mistios. Now we can prepare for battle against the cult.
Tell me more about the rest of your requests. This associate of yours, where is he?
Ask for the harbor master at the tavern in Scandia Harbor. He'll be the obnoxious drunk.
The temple, where is it?
It's on Aphrodite's watch, up the hill. You'll find the High Priestess there, hiding in her chambers.
I'll do what I can, for you and Kyra.
Thank you, Mistios. Perhaps, when all this is over, we could unwind together.
Priorities, Diona. I'll see you later. I've freed your mercenaries, and dealt with the captain as you desired.
That's good news. You've dealt a heavy blow to the cult's forces. You're getting sexier by the minute. Anything else?
I've done what you asked. What now?
My scouts will meet us at my villa. They'll fill us in on what they've discovered, thanks to your efforts. I have something else to attend to, but... if I get there, and we have some time on our hands, by the fates, we'll have some fun.
You'd better hurry. I'll see you at the villa.
I will. You look like you're ready to go.
Securing Kyra can wait.
Good, because I can't. By the fates!
Did she leave already?
Yes, quite a while ago, in fact.
Diona said something about the scouts and their report. Where are they?
Diona is done with you.
Malaka!
That's enough charade, priestess. We'll finish the job.
Diona's done with you, Mistios. Now die!
Aphrodite on Earth! My name is Kosta, at your service.
Kassandra.
Whatever you need, name it, it's yours. I could bend some metal for you, oil those rippling muscles, fix that broken spear.
I'm looking for a sword. Belongs to Supidio.
Ah, Supidio. Love that boy. Bit on the thin side, if you ask me. His parents feed him nothing.
Yes. Well, he needs his sword back.
And I'd love to give it to you. His sword, I mean. But I can't just hand over swords to every gorgeous warrior who walks by.
Give me the sword, and I'll make this a day you'll never forget.
Oh, I just... that would make every dream I've ever had come true. There's just one tiny problem. You see, my spear is also broken, if you catch my meaning.
Shame.
But there are special flowers in the forest beyond Xerxes' military fort, planted by Aphrodite herself. They really help to, reforge, if you know what I mean.
Fine. I'll get the flowers, and you'll give me the spear. I mean, sword. Don't go anywhere.
Go
gorgeous, Misthios. You take my breath away. Did you bring the flowers?
I can't even go flower picking without some beast trying to kill me. But yes, I have them.
Perfect! So, did you mean what you said about making this a day I'd never forget?
Enough talking. Eat your plants.
That was incredible.
Thank Aphrodite.
Thank all the gods. Here, as promised, I'll never forget you.
No, you won't. I should get this back to Stupidio's parents before he does anything stupidio.
He's faking it, Mikkos! I've seen this routine before! Gods! Grant me Penelope's patience!
It's not just Nileas. There have been others. All promising young athletes turning up sick or missing. Something's not right in Thassos.
What goes on across Thassos is not my concern. But I know my nephew. Oh, yes! He practically worships at the altar of Ergia! A devotee of sloth and idleness he is!
Help me talk sense into him, Misthios.
Maybe you should be a bit easier on your nephew this time. He really does seem sick.
You're right. I guess I didn't want it to be true. He's not a boy anymore. I can see that.
He may be grown, but he still needs help.
There's only one way I know how. Let me know if there is any change in his condition. I'll be at the ship making offerings to Asclepius.
Give Varnava some time.
But our time may run out. I have more leads to follow up on. But with Nileas like this, I can't leave his side. Maybe you could help me.
Varnavas is like family to me. I want to do anything I can to help Nileas.
Thank you. You know, it's not often a beautiful and capable Misthios comes to this house.
They may have brought Nileas sickness, but the fates have brought us together.
I'd hate to get sick someday and think of all the fun I didn't have.
But first, there are those leads you mentioned?
Well, someone at the Champions Gymnasium must know something. Aitis was the last one to be with Nileas when he was well.
They were friends?
They were. If he doesn't know anything, you could talk to the doctor at the quarry.
If he's the local doctor, he's bound to know something. What more can you tell me about this gymnasium? You say other athletes have disappeared?
Many, yes. A lot of the athletes came here to train from elsewhere across the Greek world. So when they disappear, people think they maybe just went home.
A convenient story if something bad were happening to them.
Exactly.
I'd like to have a word with that doctor at the quarry.
The Aliki quarry is at the southern point of Thassos. The doctor there is mixed up with the training athletes and the workers.
Sounds like a strange connection.
Yes, until you realize half of the workers are athletes who have given up on their training. Something's happened to them, and that doctor is the only connection I see.
The last person to see Nileas before he got sick was Aiti? Where can I find him?
He's an aspiring athlete too, but nowhere near as talented as Nileas. He trains alone on the outskirts of the Vineyard of Glory. You're sure to find him there.
I'll follow up on these leads and check back when I know what's going on.
Thank you, Misthios. And feel free to check back anytime.
What did you find? Are they okay? Did you run into the crew I sent? They haven't returned either!
We're here!
Nileas!
They found us just before the cult guards arrived. We were nearly killed.
You did the right thing, sending the crew to check on them. They I'd be dead if you hadn't.
I don't think I would have. Except you told me to be easier on Nileas. I thought better to lend help, rather than to leave him in the shadow of my tough love.
Glad I could help. Drink that. It should help you get better.
And what of all the other villagers?
The villagers are fine. I sent them home, and chased the cult out of their stronghold myself.
You continue to amaze, Kassandra! You didn't just save my nephew, you saved all of Lemnos and Thassos from the cult guards plaguing them. Come, Nileas. I have many stories to catch you up on.
We're all alone now, Misthios. After such an adventure, I'm sure you want to take some time to relax.
So much has happened. Has it changed what you will do now?
It hasn't changed a thing. We will rebuild the house, and we will rebuild Nileas' stamina. He will be an Olympian yet.
No. I would like to relax.
In my younger days, I was known for my massages.
I don't want a massage.
Then, what do you want?
First, I want you to kiss me. Then I'll want you to take me somewhere private. Finally, I'll want you to take off all of your clothes.
As you command.
We're a safe distance here. Now shoot these cursed wolves before they start taking down the local children. I'll see if there isn't a thing or two I can learn from you.
It's nice to be out here. Just the two of us.
Is that right?
There were a lot of onlookers when we sparred.
You'll be happy to know the rest of our training will be more... private.
On with the hunt. I can always use more pelts.
A true champion. I knew it. Ready your bow. Not exactly the archery training I was hoping for.
The wolves are dead. That's what matters.
If you say so.
How much more training will we do before I can enter the battle?
What? You don't want to spend more time with me?
This time with you has been... I don't know what to say.
Say no more. In a strange way, I see my own reflection in you.
Yes. We've only just met, and yet we have a... connection.
You're a unique creature, Kassandra. There's one more step to our training.
Where to?
My house. Shall we continue?
Now that we've saved the children of Idre from a pack of hungry wolves, I guess we can move on?
You jest, but that was a real nuisance we dealt with. Your choices have an impact, Kassandra. Your actions have already benefited the people here. So, shall we complete our training?
We do have unfinished business.
The training? Or the company?
We've been having so much fun.
Fighting each other, killing wolves.
Go on.
I think you'll like this next challenge.
Yeah?
We're going to have a foot race. First one to the high point on the island wins.
The last part of training is a race?
The Battle of 100 Hands is about skill, strength, and most of all, endurance. A tired competitor is an easy target for someone with stamina. I make regular offerings to Hermes to stay fast.
And if I win this race, what will I get?
Bragging rights alone.
Great.
It's not the result you should be after, it's the training. After this, you will be ready to enter the Battle of 100 Hands. I will vouch for you, and you will vouch for me.
I'm ready. You said race to the high point?
Yes, the plateau on the other side of town. When I say go, the race is on. 3, too? You're fast, even with all that gear.
It's easy to forget how beautiful it is here.
When you're training so hard, you mean?
All this training leaves no time for fun.
I can tell you're holding something back.
Maybe.
I come up here to remind myself to live in the moment.
I can see how that might work. If you told Varnavas there was a sea monster living in your ear, he'd believe you.
He sounds like a real dimwit.
Actually, he's one of the most genuine people I've ever met.
That's Melos Island right there, where so many warriors go to die. At the battle, we may have to fight each other, and only one of us will survive.
I thought you came up here to live in the moment.
How's this for in the moment?
Let's make it more than a moment.
Must you wear so many layers?
Comes with the job, I guess. I guess this is goodbye. Until the battle, I mean.
Let's not make this difficult.
I can't help thinking. We don't have to cross swords.
You could skip the battle as easy as I can, but you won't.
You're right. Goodbye, Roxana. It seems like the training has paid off.
I was about to say the same.
Enough chatter. Our patrons demand a champion. Finish this!
We can lay down our weapons. There's nothing more to prove.
This is outrageous! Roxana, only one of you can win the battle and become champion.
We don't have to kill each other.
Think of the riches, Roxana! Indeed, everything you've dreamed of is almost within your grasp.
We can walk away.
Only one of you can walk away a legend.
The stakes were clear from the beginning, Kassandra. Don't do this. I'm so close.
Enough! The battle must end now!
No. Roxana, we decide how this ends, not him.
I'm beginning to think there are things more important than riches and glory.
Join me on my ship. There are more adventures for us out on the Aegean.
I will join you.
No! You must finish the battle!
It's over, Drakios.
It's over when I say it's over. Guards!
Thank you, champion.
So, I'll see you at my ship?
Yes. I'm ready to go wherever the sea wind takes us.
Wherever it is. Adventure awaits. For both of us now.
You return on the wind. Do you have Ajax's golden feather for me?
Here. One golden eagle feather, per request.
Ah, what a pretty, pretty thing.
Glad you're happy. Now, my pay.
Calm yourself. Here, for your trouble.
Thanks.
Ah, my lovely Miss Theos. What news?
The time I sink into finding these trinkets for you had better be amply rewarded.
Does my little Oblites feel undervalued?
I don't see you risking your life over wild waters.
Ha! In my youth, I sailed every sea and explored every island as if driven by Poseidon. But now I carry a burden like Atlas. Don't worry, Kassandra. I have a fat purse for your efforts.
I have what you need.
Give it here, then.
Any trip that involves me diving into an underwater cave doubles the cost.
I'm not sure what the better addition to my collection is. This shell, or the one holding it?
It's always a pleasure to have your drachmi jingling in my pouch, Xenia.
The tide has brought my favorite little weapon back. What do you have for me?
You know how much work I had to do for a couple of ordinary musical instruments? I could have just gone to the market.
These are not common instruments. These are fine works of art.
Then you should pay me double.
Double? Malaka. I like the way you think. Done.
Thank you.
Now, my west wind. Your timing is sharper than a spear point. I have a much more serious matter to discuss. Follow. You found my coffer and rescued my crew. I know you'll find it ridiculous, but this clay doll was a gift from my mother. A strong figure she was, tough as Ira and clever as Athena. She cared for us after my wretch of a father got himself lost. Or dead.
I didn't expect that.
No one is only one thing, my west wind.
True.
Enough chatter. I have another use for your tongue and your hands. Your skills are needed.
Yes. I'll go down with you.
Perfect. Let me show you my private collection.
Oh, Ira and Aphrodite, please grant my daughter the virtue of obedience. Eagle-bearer, you bless this temple with your presence. If I may ask, I'm having a little problem.
I'm not the problem. I'm a Spartan. You keep at home supervising farmers while I could be out in the world finding adventure. You give my brothers the chance to explore. Why not me?
An explorer, are you?
So you're the eagle bearer everyone's been talking about. I hope you live up to your reputation. I'm Zopheras.
Could you please educate my daughter to behave as a Spartan woman should?
If both you and Zopheras agree, I'll train your daughter to be a fine Spartan. Beginning with her physical strength, of course. It's the only way she can keep your household safe and prosperous.
The eagle bearer is right, Mater. Spartan women must be strong.
You can call me Kassandra.
I suppose if the eagle-bearer says it. All right. Train my daughter as you see fit.
Let's begin your training with running. Try to keep up.
But Spartans never run. Only cowards do. Why should I train in running?
Strong legs mean you'll thrust your spear with more force.
And yours do seem very strong.
Let's race through the theater to the entrance of the Dromos. Last one there's a wounded goat. Glad you could make it.
I'll get you next time.
Now we'll race horses. But not like they do in athletic games. We'll make our own course.
Horses? Why should I bother with those filthy beasts? We have Elotes for that.
Horses are beasts of muscle and power. You'll never understand until you hold one between your thighs.
Well, when you put it that way, ride on.
Let's race to the bridge south of Sparta. Ready? Go! And that's how you master a beast.
That was more speed than mastery.
How are my lessons so far, Zopheras?
Not bad. But why did you decide to teach me anyway? Don't you have more exciting things to do? Treasures to find, tyrants to depose.
If no one taught, people would live alone in their ignorance. By sharing knowledge, we grow closer together.
I might like to get closer.
Do you have a suggestion for our next bit of training?
There's a place I found in the southern hills with a wonderful view. Will you go there with me?
I like the view already, but let's go.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think I'm beginning to understand you, Kassandra.
Are you? Tell me, who do you think I am?
You answer my questions with such passion and authority. You like being in charge, don't you?
You might be right. But really, why did you bring me out here?
I thought we could continue with some more intensive training, Kassandra. If you've got some energy left.
Well then, let's begin our advanced lessons.
Thanks, Kassandra. You inspired me to train harder.
So, you've seen it too, then. It's beautiful, isn't it?
What are you doing here?
You killed the last member of the cult. Well, just about.
What?
It's true. I was their leader, but only for a moment, it seemed. When your brother came along, it changed everything we were aiming for.
You agreed with them? The fucking cult?
The powers that be in the Greek world weren't doing things the right way. The cult just wanted a clean slate.
By way of corruption! Dirty drachmae! They killed people in a war they made themselves!
Fueling war was one of the methods, yes. But it was controlled. Until suddenly it wasn't. And then I didn't like what we were doing anymore.
I thought Deimos was on your side!
Not in the way we hoped. As you know, he's impossible to control. He worked his way to the helm, and then he held even more sway than I did.
Malaka! So you were after us?
Not you, your bloodline. People like Leonidas, like you, have always posed a threat. Then we met and you surprised me. You were nothing like Deimos.
Why not just use me? I was in the palm of your hand.
You made me optimistic that you could help me bring down the cult that had become so corrupt. And you did, albeit unknowingly.
Telling me you're a cultist took guts. You know what I do to cultists, Aspasia.
I didn't want to lie to you anymore. Now that they're gone, we can work together. I think we'd make a good match, don't you?
I just don't understand. What about this pyramid? How does it work? Why does the cult have it?
I've been trying to figure out all of that myself. It's as much of a mystery to you as it is to me. This pyramid has been worshipped by the cult for decades, and we have used it to replace the Oracle of Delphi, the most trusted person in all the Greek world. Using the people's reliance on a pantheon of dead gods would help to reshape humanity in our favor. The pyramid holds a mysterious power to see into time. But only certain people can activate it. People like Deimos, and the ones in your bloodline.
But you've seen something too.
I don't know how or why, but it did show me something.
What did you see?
I saw you. In the vision, you destroyed the pyramid and you destroyed the cult. I saw what would come after.
After the cult?
We will be replaced by a new kind of order. Control under the reign of a philosopher king. There would be a movement away from the old gods towards rational society, built in a kingdom by the people, for the people. And I must find someone to lead them. But I couldn't achieve any of this with the cult and their chaotic regime. So, I let them carry out their plans, and let the time of the cult of Cosmos come to an end on its own.
Wait. Did Pericles know?
I wanted to protect him, so I kept him in the dark. He would have had his own opinions, but he was never supposed to die. That is the truth.
You've made questionable choices. But I think that was the right one.
You knew him. All he did was worry about the state of the Greek world. If I told him, it would have ruined him.
So, what happens now?
We shift focus. We steer towards a new republic under one supreme rule. A dream I'll make a reality.
But it is still a dream. One that isn't realistic.
Abandon what you know and just imagine. Forget democracy. No more blue and red. Just citizens working for a greater good.
This is crazy. It won't work, Aspasia. It didn't work.
It's not crazy. It's enlightened. Once people in Athens get wind of this, they'll come to know they've wanted it all along. Even you.
I'm not sure.
You've spent your whole life thinking for yourself. Let go. What I plan will require you to trust me. Come with me. This future's not a dream.
I'm sorry.
I suppose that means you trust me.
I don't know what that means.
I'll tell you what it means. Love is a singular comfort, Kassandra. What comes next means harmony for everyone.
You should go. Lead your new republic.
I won't be the leader. We need someone with the knowledge of a philosopher and the wisdom of a king.
That's a tall order these days.
I couldn't have done this without you, Kassandra. You're doing the right thing.
I always try to do what's right.
Then we're after the same thing.
Kassandra, there is much left to do now.
Kassandra!
A storm is
I can weather any storm.